Hello students, today we'll see how to perform experiment number 6, that is linear applications of op-amp, and that linear application is design of inverting and non-inverting amplifier using op-amp. So how to design inverting and non-inverting amplifier using op-amp? This experiment we will be performing today on virtual lab. So go to vlab.co.in website, the same which we have already used for diode experiment. Click onto this. Select electronics and telecommunication. Scroll down and select our basic electronics lab. Check the list of experiments. Here the 16th experiment on this page is study the basic properties of operational amplifier, inverting and non-inverting. Click onto this. So now here this particular lab will give us the facility for performing designing inverting and non-inverting amplifier using op-amp. We'll click on to simulation link to begin with the experiment. So here you will find the inverting op-amp and non-inverting op-amp, both amplifiers are designed. Inverting and non-inverting operational amplifiers are designed here. And as in part of our experiment, we have to perform both inverting and non-inverting operational amplifier circuit. So we'll click first on to inverting op-amp. So click on to that link. This page will open now. So here you will find that this is an operational amplifier. It has an inverting and non-inverting terminal. Obviously there is dual power supply plus VCC minus VE are the voltages required for operation of this amplifier. VO is the output voltage available. To this pin, to which pin actually the input is connected for an amplification. Based on that, we have two types of the amplifiers: inverting amplifier and a non-inverting amplifier. Here the components are separate. We have to join the components and then see the operation. So for designing the inverting amplifier, this is the inverting terminal. So what we have to do? Input have to connect it to inverting terminal of the op-amp through a resistance. So input is connected to this resistor. So through this resistor we are actually giving this input to inverting terminal of the op-amp. Non-inverting terminal will be at ground potential. Non-inverting terminal will be at ground. The feedback resistor is there and that feedback resistor must be connected to the inverting terminal. Therefore this connection is made. And to close the feedback loop, this will be connected to the output. So this way the circuit diagram is designed. Let us check whether what we have performed, what the connections we have made are correct or not. So click on to check connections. If your connections are right, the message will pop up that right connections at the resistance and values and input. If the connections are wrong, you have to click on to this delete all connections and redo it. If at all you struck multiple attempts, if you have done and still the connections are not okay, not correct, you can click on to this instructions. There the link is specified that connect the component as mentioned below, L1 to L3, L4 to L7 likewise. So here also you can find it, but it is easy to design it. So this way make the connections. Once you check the connections, all the connections are right, now you go and set the resistance values and the input value. Okay, now circuit is designed, circuit is known to us, but for performing any of the amplifier, the basic thing required is what should be the gain of amplifier. So now based on that we have to design. So gain will be given to us and according to the gain the circuit parameters must be adjusted. So let us see what is the gain of inverting amplifier. So I have prepared the journal for this. The inverting amplifier voltage gain is minus RF by R1, Ri, where RF is the feedback resistor and Ri is the input resistor. This minus sign indicates that input and output will be 180 degree phase shifted. So voltage gain is RF by R1. So the value of RF divided by value of R1 will be the gain of amplifier. So now what we'll do? The circuit which you have designed right now there in the virtual lab, this circuit you will paste it here. Okay, and theoretically the gain of the value, for getting the gain equals to 1, RF and ROI value we need to find out. So let's say ki the gain of inverting operational amplifier has to be 1. Means what? Gain has to be 1 means whatever is the set input, as it is, it has to be observed at the output. So this is what is targeted value. This is my conditions. I want the gain of an op-amp to be 1, and therefore according to that I will design the value. Now gain is 1 and that 1 is equals to minus RF by R1. Again we have two unknown quantities. So let us assume any one parameter. So let us say ki Ri is 1 kilo ohm. So if Ri is 1K, following the voltage gain equation, RF has to be 1K. So now we have circuit parameters, design parameters with us. And what this is, RF equals to 1K and Ri equals to 1 kilo ohm will give you gain equals to 1. That minus sign thus specifies that the input and output will be 180 degree phase shifted. So now what means what we have done right now? We have assumed that the gain has to be 1, and therefore to make the gain equals to 1, we will use the gain equation of an inverting op-amp. That gain is minus RF by R1. Assume Ri or R1 is equals to 1 kilo ohm. So 1 is equals to RF upon 1 kilo ohm. So RF automatically comes out to be 1K. So now I am adjusting R1 to 1 kilo ohm. So let us adjust the R1 value to 1K. RF is also 1K. So let us adjust the RF value to 1K. Okay. RF value, let us say ki the RF value is 5 kilo ohm. RF value is 5 kilo ohm. So what I will do, I will go to this page and I will specify here that the RF is 5 kilo ohm. So according to that, now what is the gain of my circuit? I have changed the gain conditions. The gain of the circuit should be 5K. The value of RF is set to be 5 kilo ohm. A value of R1 is set to be 1K. So according to the formula, minus RF by R1 is equals to minus 5K upon 1K. Therefore, gain comes out to be minus 5. We have to verify that for the change in the input which we are making, the gain of the circuit has to be 5. Okay, and that we have to verify. So now we'll vary the input. Let us say now keep the input to. Okay, so now in first we'll keep the value of the input to, let's say, let us say ki now the input is adjusted to 2 volt. So if the input is adjusted to 2 volt, we'll see what is the output voltage. First we'll say ki add the value into table. Okay, so now see, input voltage is adjusted to 2 volt, right? Input voltage is adjusted to 2 volt. According to our gain, the gain of the amplifier is what? Minus 5. And what is the gain formula? Gain is equals to VO by V in. So 5 minus 5 is equals to VO by V in. V in is adjusted to 2. It is in divide, it will shift on the gain side and will become multiplication. So obviously the calculations will come out to be minus 10 volt. Minus 5 into 2 is minus 10 volt. So gain output voltage is minus 10 volt. And current is what? 0.8. The same I'll explain you how to write it here in the theory. Okay, now practical gain. This is my first attempt, the first observation table reading I am writing. And I know that for that matter the gain, voltage gain is minus 5. So what I will say ki V in is equals to 2 volt. The input voltage adjusted is 2 volt, right? Wait a minute. V in is adjusted to V volt, 10 volt, and we know that the gain AV is equals to VO divided by V in. That is minus 5 is equals to VO unknown value divided by input adjusted is 2 volt, right? Therefore, VO is equals to minus 10 volt. This is the first reading. Likewise, you will have to go on finding the output voltages. So, understood how I have written this? Input voltage is adjusted to 2 volt. The gain obviously set was minus 5. Therefore, minus 5 is equal to VO by 2. This 2 will be on this side in multiplication. Minus 5 into 2 is minus 10 volt. Right? So, this way I have. Okay. Now, let us keep the input voltage again back to, let's say, adjust the input voltage to 4 volt. We'll add the reading into table. Input adjusted is 4 volt. What is the gain? Minus 5. What is the formula? Gain is equals to VO by V in. Minus 5 is equals to VO divided by input set to 4. So 4 in the denominator side will shift on the other side of equal sign. Will be in multiplication. So 4 into gain minus 5, that is minus 20 is the output voltage. And this is the current flowing fluid. Same way, let us change the reading. Let's say key input adjusted is now 6 volt. Add the value into 2. Table. Okay, 6 into minus 5. Minus 30 should be the output voltage. We are getting minus 30 volt at the output. And this much is the current flowing. Again, we'll adjust the value say to, let's say, 8 volt. Add the reading into table. What should be output now? 8 into minus 5, that is minus 40. Okay, let us adjust it to now say 10 volt. Add the reading. 10 into minus 5. Minus 50 should be the output. That is what is coming here. Let us adjust it now to 12 volt. Add the reading into table. 12 into minus 5 minus 60 should be the voltage value. Minus 14, let's add into table. If input is minus 14 set, minus 14 into, 14 is the voltage. 14 into minus 5, minus 70 is the output. Let us have one more reading, which is, let's say, for minus 10 volt input. Minus 10 volt is the input adjusted. We'll add the reading into table. What should be the output now? Minus 10 is the input and gain is minus 5. Minus 10 into minus 5, 50 volt should be the gain. So that is what is coming here. Alright. Now, let us go and click on to plot. We'll see what is the plot. This is the plot of, this is y-axis here is the output voltage and x-axis here is the input voltage. So this is the output by input voltage plot. This is the plot which we are getting, which specifies the gains mentioned. So these are the gain values, remember. These are the gain values. This plot is not at all required, but since the facility is given, we have plotted it. So now what you have to do is, you have to set these different values of the input voltages by means of changing this knob. Find out its output voltage and formulate into table. In the journal page, you will copy this circuit diagram. This circuit diagram you will copy here into this section. The observation table prepared, you will copy paste into this part, observation table. Don't change this theoretical gain. What you have to change is this practical gain. Now you will mark number 2 here. What you will do? In the second observation table, second condition, you have set input equals to 4. So what you will do? You will click here. Say V in is equals to 4 volt. But AV is equals to VO divided by V in. That is minus 5 is equals to VO divided by 4 and therefore VO is equals to minus 20 volt. Theoretically and practically what is the output voltage available, and the same is there in the observation table. This you will write for all the observation readings which you have noted. Okay. This way you will perform this experiment. This way you will perform the experiment and the same you will tabulate here in the Word file. This you will write for all the observations which you have noted. For all the observations, the set input value, you have to write the output voltage values according to our gain conditions. So this is how the experiment is